Libra, and welcome to your May reading. I'm Ava.
And I am Trudy. This is the month, as Ava said, of May, and the Empress, as you may have seen in the intro. We're celebrating she who is fruitful during this time and who germinates and gives birth to all the bounty and the beauty that you're seeing about you.
Yes.
It has been a long, cold winter.
Yes, May is the end of spring and the beginning of summer. And the celebration of that event has been historically ritualized by the maypole dance.
Yes, and we love those Celts.
Yes, they would go into the woods.
Like they did at Christmas.
Yes, and they would fell a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would bring it into the town, and they would put it right in the middle of the square, the town square, and they would put garlands of flowers around it, and they would string these beautiful ribbons.
Yes.
And the ladies, the women of the village, would dance around the maypole in celebration of the coming of summer.
Well, you know, it was also a fertility ritual. So yes. Most of them were maidens.
Maidens,
which
yes.
meant they were virgins, hoping they would get lucky.
That's right, hoping they'd get lucky.
So, but the thing I love about the maypole and the whole Celt Druidic tradition is that this is summer solstice, right? And at winter solstice, what did they do? They brought in another tree.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So 2 trees.
There you go.
2 seasons.
So this is the second tree that maybe has been sort of lost.
Yes, we don't have this tradition. I think that it was banned in the 16th century.
That's right.
And that was because there was too much drinking and partying apparently associated with the celebration.
Getting lucky.
The maidens getting lucky. So they banned it. And it was resurrected later, but it never really had the same energy behind it after that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of lost.
Yeah. And it never got resurrected.
No.
Like, Christmas was banned too.
Oh, yes.
Because it was the same sort of celebration, the Christ Mass, where people would go out into the streets and they would eat all the meat that they had to slaughter to store, drink all the wine that they could before they stored that as well. So this celebration is not unlike that celebration.
That's right. Only in the summer.
But that one was resurrected because of Charles Dickens and A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It takes one author writing one single story to create a cultural phenomenon.
Shift, right?
Or a shift, precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
But this shift needs to come back. So we should write something like A Christmas Carol and bring the maypole back. With the maidens getting lucky. We'll call it Maidens Getting Lucky by Ava and Trudy.
Somehow, I don't know if we need this celebration anymore, because these maidens have been getting lucky for a long time.
All right, so I got to bring my Harper's Bazaar magazine pictures in.
Yes.
Here's a maiden. It's actually Gwyneth Paltrow, and she is an empress. She would be dancing around the maypole.
If she had one, yes.
She's not a maiden.
I guess she isn't.
No.
No.
Nicole Richie is also not a maiden, but there she is in her floral goddess Empress headdress.
I just love that one.
It's a afro made of red roses, which is super cool.
Can you
and then
imagine?
Here's my last one. We love her, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
She's wearing this fabulous hat.
Yes.
Made out of what type of flower do you think that is? It's very exotic.
It's that type of flower that we have beside us, right behind you.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, but we have it right there.
But anyway, it's so lovely.
Yeah, it is.
So, these are the goddesses of today.
Yes.
With that said, my fellow Empress, let's talk about what we do here at Virtual Tarot. At Virtual Tarot, we do a 4-card spread.
The first card represents the overall environment for the month of May for you, Libra.
Second card represents challenges, things that you have to face that you don't want to face.
And the third card represents the unexpected. And the fourth card?
The outcome of the month. And after that, Ava and I will wrap it up with a little bit of girl talk and girl on girl spiritual counseling. So moving into last month's recap.
The first card that you received in the position of environment is the Nine of Wands upright. And we said that this was going the final distance, taking the project or the matter to a final conclusion, no matter how difficult the journey has been. You are determined to move forward.
We also had said there might have been a bit of suspicion involved with that card. So I'm just going to add that. And the second card, the position of challenge was? Go ahead, Eve.
Oh, all right. Justice upright. And we said that your challenge was simply to be fair in something and to make sure that you examine all the evidence, all the facts in a situation to be fair. Just simply that is your challenge. And the third card is
Two of Swords upright, sweeping it under the rug card, right, and having a dinner party. And so keeping things close to the vest, not really letting your feelings be known, not wanting to create chaos, unexpectedly you pull back. And then moving into the end of the month, we had
the Ace of Cups upright. This is love. This is joy. This is an offer of some kind to do with love. Some offer that fills your heart full of happiness. So at the end of the month of April, something magnificent happens.
And it was brand new. It might have been new.
Brand new. Something
love.
Brand new. It could be a new love, new job, pregnancy, birth. Oh, yes. All of it.
So here we go. We are going to read for you, Libra, for the month of May. And God is moving the furniture around.
God is moving furniture in the other room.
To get ready for your reading.
So I'll show you right here in the moment. We shuffle, we take a small portion of them and we turn them upside down. Just a small portion, so that if you do receive a reversal, then it is fate.
Yes.
And not because we've stacked the deck.
Yes. Right.
So let us put the cards down, and
now
my favorite part.
Time. White light into the cards, into your mobile devices, into your desktop computing equipment, into your iPod if you still have one.
That's right.
And your smartphone or your dumb phone. White light into everything.
White light.
Here
all
we
over.
go.
We're ready.
We are ready. And Spirit has to say to Libra for the month of April. I hope it's something about love.
You do?
The Ace of Cups.
Love's trouble. Trouble, trouble.
Love is trouble. Double trouble.
Double trouble.
Toil and trouble.
It's not love.
Oh, okay. In the environment we have, drum roll, the Hermit.
Yay! Yay!
That's a really good card. I was taught in my tarot class.
She went to Harry Potter school.
I did.
Tarot.
That this was the God card. Okay, so I was taught that when this card comes up, the goddess is talking to you directly, Libra. So this is a word straight from the goddess, okay? And that's just like the setup. There you go. I'm the set it up goddess. Go ahead.
All right.
Word straight from the goddess.
Well, the light that's being held up by the hermit is the light of wisdom. So the hermit is able to lead with wisdom. So you are at the summit of some internal learning, and you're able to use your knowledge to help others ascend as well. It often says that you might have to do some alone work, spend some time alone to meditate on that which is important to you, that which you find valuable, value fulfillment. In other words, that is what is valuable that fulfills you has to be, you have to turn your inner eye onto that thing. So to allow it to grow you, and to expand your awareness about that thing or about just life in general. And in that state, you can offer up help to others. And you might be asked to do that this month, helping others.
It's about spiritual practice, and when people say you need a spiritual practice, I always think to myself, oh, but you have to practice, right? Which means following a spiritual practice usually entails alone time. And we're not very good these days with doing that, let's just say, because there's so much going on within society, and we've got so many options out there in terms of
distraction.
Yeah, but also just like things that seem like they're edifying, but they're really not edifying, because we're not tapping in to our own innate spiritual wisdom. And so in the culture that we live in, which is this culture of media, it's packed full of media, it seems as if this is going to be really important. Okay, it's going to be really important that you're able to go against the tide. Yeah, and practice this sort of this hermititude, okay?
Yeah.
And that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, to be a hermit.
Yeah, I mean, to actually, like, how do you do that today? I mean, I love the idea of okay, you're going to have to go out into the wilderness, and you're going to have to, like, live in a cave, and you're going to have to eat, like, what was it, honey, and John the Baptist, what did he do? He, like, wore animal skins and ate wild honey or whatever. But today, what does that mean? I mean, you have to retreat.
Right, and you can do that in just a corner of your living room. If you decide that that space is sacred. That's all it is a decision that that space is sacred, and that when you move into that space, then you will turn your attention onto yourself. And not selfishly, but to bring your state of being, or to become conscious of your state of being, just to become conscious of where you are mentally, physically, psychologically.
Right.
So that in watching yourself in that sacred space, you can bring balance, peace.
Yeah. And there's so much to be said about this, because this is also anti-materialistic.
Yes.
So what is the hermit? The hermit is without all the accoutrements of,
right,
the devil or, you know, anything that's
Right.
it's the opposite
All he has
of.
is his wisdom,
Yes.
which is represented by the lamp. He's got a staff.
Mm-hmm.
So he is still of the earth.
Yeah.
Because he leans on it, so he's still leaning on the material world.
Right.
But he has divested himself of attachment, which is what Buddhism is about.
Right. Yeah.
Becoming detached from things,
Mm-hmm.
from nothing really satisfies in the material world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can have a good meal, but then you get hungry again.
Yeah, that is so true. It's that whole ability to detach.
Yeah, to
from
detach.
what we all think we need.
Right.
Wow, I like that. Let's move on. Is that okay?
Mhm.
Because I like that. Oh, so the challenge position. We have the Two of Cups for Libra this month. And what is the Two of Cups? Well, the Two of Cups is the minor arcana Lover's card. That is one thing that the Two of Cups is. And actually I have this little stash of magazine clippings that I pulled this month. And Ava and I decided that this is the Two of Cups. Not only are these people on the same page because they're kissing, but their horses are even on the same page. Look at that. They're riding the same horse. This is a Ralph Lauren ad.
I see.
Yes, yes. So this is the Two of Cups. It is perfection between two individuals, probably of the opposite sex.
All right. Well, not necessarily, but yes. There are same-sex couples, but it's...
Oh, sorry about that.
Yes.
It could be about love and romance, I should have said.
Yes.
So, that's
but
very true.
the cups are at an equal level. So it's love between two equals. And if it's your challenge, seems to me that that's your challenge, is to respect and love your partner as an equal.
Mm-hmm.
And not to dominate, not to feel superior, but to honor and respect your partner as an equal, as someone who is
a partner.
A partner.
And what is a partner? You know, because people talk about that all the time, and we have same-sex partnerships, and then we have marriage. Do you know what I mean? So it's sort of a label that people put on a relationship. This is my partner, or this is my wife, or this is my husband, or so this is bringing into the realm of equality.
Equality, that's right.
Yes.
And to overcome your tendency to want to in some way dominate a relationship. And this is a challenge because any relationship deteriorates often into a competition. A competition of who's right, who's better, who is going to win. Whereas this is about agreement. It can often be a contract too, an equal, fair contract, and the signing of that. Congratulations, or also just celebration of a union, celebration even of an event. Two people coming together to celebrate an event.
Yes, it can mean engagement.
It can.
And it can also just mean being able to spend time together without having to one-up each other.
Right.
Dating is, I guess, what I'm thinking.
Right.
Like when you do spend time with someone who you may be interested in romantically, what is that? You know, is that time spent, you know, productively? Is the question.
Right.
Well, then we have this, so let's read on.
So let's read on.
So
Really pestered me up.
Okay.
All right.
So, in the third position, Libra, in the position of
I'm taking it off. Go ahead.
the unexpected.
Yes, we have.
Let's see.
Oh my God.
Wow.
All right, magic. Oh, this is the Magician, and I always think of magic. Some magical event. Something magical happens unexpectedly for you, Libra. And that could be really anything. But you manifest something that has been gestating in you.
Yes.
Yahoo!
You're making magic. I was watching Houdini. There's that mini series out with Adam Brody. And he knows how to make magic, let me tell you. It's all sleight of hand, of course.
It's illusory. Yeah.
It's illusory, but there's a certain level of skill involved with that,
Well,
and
yes.
talent.
Certainly to create the illusion.
Yes. And it is illusory, and he actually went from the illusion to the reality of magic, where he would hang upside down and from like 12 stories up, and he would go through these physical manipulations where he'd actually disconnect his collarbone,
Oh,
and that would so that he could escape from a situation.
okay.
This was a straitjacket, this incident. So the reason I bring that up is that the magician can actually do things that are perhaps seemingly physically impossible, but sort of feats of the human spirit, I guess you would say, by pulling all of these talents
Right.
that you have together and then creating this ta-da moment.
Ta-da. Because magic, I was listening to Manly Hall. He was talking about magic. And originally, he was talking about the American Indians and how they would do something ritualistically having to do with, say, just gathering up pebbles
Right.
and assembling them together. And this artificial assembly of these petals
cut.
these artificial assembly of these petals would then have like a magical charm quality to it. In other words,
Like a totem.
like a totem. In other words, when you create something and you believe, and belief is very much a part of making something from the invisible to the visible realm. Bringing something from the invisible realm to the visible realm is to believe in it, and then to apply your will towards that that task, that manifestation. And that's what's going to happen unexpectedly. You are going to manifest some potentiality within you. Something that's laid in potential within you will come out into the world as an event, as a thing. It's a wonderful, oh yes, from there.
Through faith.
Through faith and self-belief.
And reflection.
And your challenge is to create harmonic relationships with those around you, to create magic.
Okay, and let's move on. Let's see, I can't wait.
Oh my.
Whew. So here we go. We have the Two of Wands. So it is the Christopher Columbus card.
I like that. I like that, Trudy. It is the Christopher Columbus
Where
card.
in the world can we go today? And
What
actually,
is Queen Isabella?
Queen Isabella, yes,
It was
sent
Queen
him
Isabella
out
who
across the ocean
Yes.
to discover the new world.
Right.
Yeah.
But he thinks he might fall off the edge.
Yes.
So he has a little bit of trepidation,
He might fall off the edge.
but he's eager to go and just find out if there is an edge.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Because it seems as if there's been this desire for Libra to travel for some time, because this card keeps coming up. And then it has been in this position, in the position of challenge. And we'd actually said maybe you don't have the chutzpah,
Chutzpah.
because it came up inverted. Do you remember that?
It came up inverted.
So it looks like at the end of the month you do have the chutzpah
Chutzpah.
to step out of the box and begin to at least think about
This is planning.
new possibilities.
Right. This is making plans.
Mm-hmm.
This is visioning your future. You are certainly secure in what you've created, but there's a certain amount of boredom or just you're not as excited by all that which you have, because he's literally standing at the edge of his castle.
Mm-hmm.
So he has this castle. So he has the security. But in front of him is the ocean.
Yeah, he's ants in his pants.
And he's got... She always summarizes it so well.
Or something like
Yeah,
that,
she
right?
it's the ants in the pants card.
It is the ants in the pants card. Yeah. But it keeps coming up inverted here, so it seems as if that's off the table, but it is a 2.
Yeah, so those ants are going to bite you.
Am I going to stay or am I going to go?
Am I staying? Am I going? What the heck am I going to do? I know that it might be risky,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what's going to happen out there. I know everything here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm secure here,
Right.
but I need to go out there.
So I'm wondering if this maybe opens the door, this magician, you found the key to the lock that was holding you back.
That's it. That's it. Some sort of magic happens, and then you start to consider leaving something, some place, some person, some situation that you had been used to. It could be also.
You could be leaving a partnership.
It's amazing.
or
I
a
can't believe how
situation.
many cards have come up that it reminded me of jobs, offers.
Mm-hmm.
So you might have a job offer
Right.
magically.
Or you may have been able to bring a partner aboard who allows you to
That's it.
broaden your horizon.
Broaden your horizon so that you start making plans more, less regionally and more globally. Though you don't have to take that literally, but for you, or globally, whatever that
But these
means.
two are in opposition almost, because you've got this card of, sort of retreating and becoming less materialistic, and then you have this card of going out. It's like the explorer versus the hermit.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, maybe it takes a little bit of hermit meditation to arrive at the self-knowledge to be able to take that step out. Because a lot of people can't, they're afraid of themselves. They're afraid of life, what will happen, and they don't trust. So they don't trust the universe.
Right.
A lot of even criminal behavior, I think, comes from a lack of trust in the universe. And so
this is sort of
this
like...
is trust.
Right.
And that's why it's so unmaterial, because when you have true trust in the universe, you really you look around at your circumstances, say you don't have anything. Well, you're not bothered or daunted by that.
Right. Because you're detached.
You're detached from it, and you have a sense of yourself as an eternal being, by the way. Because it's the God card. Spirituality is about becoming aware of yourself as an eternal being, as a spirit.
And this could even be someone around you.
Or it could be
It could
a
be
mentor.
Yes, a guru.
A guru
You could have
mentor.
someone who you see as a guru who's actually inspiring you to broaden.
To broaden your horizons.
Mm-hmm.
And to make your relationships more harmonic and joyful and loving.
Peaceful,
Peaceful.
equal.
That's it.
Ah,
Oh,
such a relaxing Libra reading.
I love this. Libras are so fair-minded, and they're beautiful, and they always want the best and for themselves, but mostly for in their relationships. That's why they're such great critics.
I feel as if I just took a Libra chill pill.
I know. Libra, well, thank you for joining us
Yes.
this month of May. Come back for June.
That's right.
Holy cow.
And if you would like higher spiritual counsel on this 4-card spread, which was pretty darn good, but
Yes.
you never know what spirit may want to add on,
You want to find out about your adventure? What's
go to the link below
Yep.
and click on the link, and you can subscribe to all 12 council cards. We have them archived 5 months back. You get everything.
Every-